Welcome back to Gun&ShotTV. This is Chris. Today was going to talk about some thing I noticed about Glock's new finish. So I didn't realize that Glock had a new finish. I've got a Glock 19. I've done some videos with it, I believe. I was looking for a Glock for my fiance, and as you can see, I obviously picked one up. It's got some pink lettering. I did that with some nail polish for make it a little bit easier to tell the two apart. They're both Gen 3 Glock 19s, standard, 15 round 9mm Glock. Pretty much everybody has at least a little bit of an idea about Glocks. What I noticed though is there's a difference in the finish. And I looked online and I found some other people had noticed this too. My Glock that is I think about 3-4 years old maybe has a little bit rougher, almost like a roughed sand cast look to the finish, whereas this one has almost a dry, dull finish to it. Not a huge difference, but it seems to get scratches a little bit easier and doesn't seem like it's going to hold up as well. Now the rust prevention, I don't know if it'll have the same rust prevention qualities. I just noticed that it looks different, and it always seems like it's almost dry. Like if you oil it, the scratches go away, but then they come back. So it obviously was a difference, and from what I've looked online, apparently Glock uses different finish contractors. So this could have been finished by a different contractor, or they could have changed the amount of finish that they use or something like that. So hopefully it'll hold up well. I mean, definitely if I notice more wear. But I've had this one, I've used it for USPSA, I've shot quite a bit, and it really doesn't show any wear, whereas this one out of the box showed scratches and stuff like new in the box. So I thought that was a little bit strange, and that's why I did a little bit more research. Other than that, I mean, the guns are identical. You can't really tell them apart. I did, mess with the trigger on this a little bit, but I put it back, and now they're exactly the same, and I have night sights, whereas this has the plastic stock sights. But other than that, no huge difference. One thing I did find out, too, when I was doing all this research, apparently Glock doesn't use Tenifer anymore as their metal treatment process. It was something to do with, it formed arsenic in the liquid process. So they actually changed to a different process. They're both processes by the same company. So it's the same company that had the Tenifer process, but they've switched to a gas process. So I think it's kind of interesting, too, because Glock, everybody says, well, Glocks have Tenifer coating, so they'll never rust and stuff. Well, they've even changed that, which is actually the treatment the metal gets underneath the external finish. So, I mean, and it's not something I'm like, oh, I'm going to go refinish the gun. Obviously, right now, it's okay. I just thought it was a little bit weird that it's already showing some scratches and wear on a new gun. So I thought that was a little bit different. But we'll see. I mean, I don't expect she'll use it a ton to where maybe it'll even be a fair test. It probably would never show rust either way. But I thought it was interesting, definitely something to look for. And apparently, too, you can find guns that are still have an older looking coating. I guess the big thing was when Gen 4s came out, they started to see more and more of this newer style coating on the slide. But not a huge beef, but it was just something I thought was interesting and something that some people might have some feedback on. So if you've got any more information on the change in the finish or even the whole Tenifer debate, feel free to leave me a comment. For Gun&Shot TV, this is Chris saying have a rootin' tootin' drunken shootin' day. Thanks for watching.